Hey guys, Anton's the man here with more Mass Effect Andromeda. After a successful mission in the jungle planet, we're now back on our ship, ready to just check out our emails, talk to some crewmates, figure out what's the next plan. You know, just a little leisure stuff. So, let's get started by talking to Suvi.
The discovery of Aya was just what we needed, Ryder. The Angaran scientists have been so generous in sharing their wisdom. It's been amazing.
At least one of the first contact situations went well.
Right? The Ket. Habitat 7. I'm thankful the Angara were willing to risk working with us.
Whoa,
I'm
your
afraid not
eyebrows
all
are
of them
going
are quite so
crazy.
friendly.
Some give trust easily. From others, you have to earn it. I'm confident we'll get there.
That was really creepy what your eyeballs did back there, Suvi. I hope you don't do that again.
When did you start believing in a
Oh,
god?
I think I already
My
had this
parents were both
conversation.
scientists. My home was ruled by... God, to me, is an artist.
Yeah.
An inventor. Not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good?
Hey, Callow.
Oh, the ship manual's useful. That leg of my workbench needed propping up.
If you bothered reading it, you'd know that the Tempest is an orchestra of new tech. You can't just meddle with...
I got this ship launch ready in record time, Callow. I know my stuff.
And you don't have a shred of respect for other people's.
Callow?
Oh, Ryder. Sorry you had to hear that. What can I do for you?
I couldn't help overhearing you and Gil. It sounded pretty heated.
He likes redesigning things, but the ship was built this way for a reason. I wish Gil would respect that. It's nothing to concern yourself about, really.
If you helped to build the Tempest, you must know plenty about her.
Just about everything. By memory. It was quite the effort to get her working. The initiative needed absolutely up-to-date technology, which we all had to coordinate, and some of it was rather tricky to acquire.
Acquire?
Buy. Legally and above board, of course. Yes. Sadly, the other Pathfinder vessels were lost when the Scourge hit the Nexus. The Tempest is truly unique.
Tell me something else about the ship.
Her engine's based on the Ark's Odyssey drive, which got us through dark space. The core takes the static electricity it generates and stores it in capacitors. We basically make our own power supply. It took Serena and Tion weeks to get it working on a smaller ship. And a few electrical shocks.
You know, I haven't actually met many Solarians.
Careful. Depending who you ask, we're conniving spies, genius researchers, or meddling scientists. We have to pack a lot of living into 40-odd years. Everything gets accelerated. Lines blur. I just hope we don't repeat our old mistakes out here.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Well, I can't talk about Suvi. She's sitting right there.
I'm not listening. You can say whatever you like.
Oh no, I'm not falling for that again.
Good choice, Callow.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I'll admit it. Gil's rather irritating. He insists on redesigning systems rather than maintaining them.
Well, that was
He
obvious.
likes to do things his way.
That doesn't make it the right way.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Liam's quite fun. Not many humans have that kind of energy. I probably shouldn't have told him there are secret compartments in the armory, though. He's been looking all day.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Dr. Tapero seems nice, if quiet. It must be very different here, compared to the Hyperion. Fewer people in stasis shock.
Let's keep it that way. What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Given Drax's history with Solarians, it's probably better I just stay out of his way. Too
Yeah,
bad. That grunion roast he makes smells delicious.
he cooks. That's awesome.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I like PB. But I really hope she doesn't lean on the escape pod's manual release by accident.
Is that easy to do?
It's an escape pod. If it's difficult to use, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Vetra's very kind. She actually got hold of some dried seaweed snacks for me. Said I needed feeding up.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I don't talk to Cora much. She always seems so busy. There are things I'd like to ask her about your father, but it never seems like a good time.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Jal has all sorts of questions about the ship. I gave him some technical manuals. He tore right through them.
Dang.
I should ask him about Angaran ships. Imagine something actually designed to handle that damn scourge.
It's true.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Oh, if I gossip anymore, I'll get in trouble.
Tell me something else about the ship.
Our aerospace engineer was Tianada Vasmore, a Quarian fellow, and absolutely fearless. Once, some Omega scrap dealer pulled the "we don't sell to Quarians" nonsense. Tion found a workaround.
What did he do?
He glued a memory foam to his environmental suit, then, during the negotiations, leaned against the drive core he wanted, very casual. It made a perfect mold of the components, and the scrap dealer was none the wiser.
Dang.
Tell me something else about the ship.
The glass on board? It's actually a clear oxide and nanofiber compound. It bends rather than shattering.
How tough is it? We're only an arm's length away from hard vacuum.
Our testing involved 3 drunk Krogan with sledgehammers and a C-Sec battering ram. It's sturdy.
Tell me something else about the ship.
O'Connell, our systems designer, was running a power distribution model, how power moves through the ship. But he forgot to lock his terminal, and we, added a few embellishments. For 2 days, poor O'Connell was convinced that turning on all the bathroom lights would overload the engine core.
Huh.
Tell me something else about the ship.
I'm all out of stories for now. Sorry. You'll have to make some new ones.
Alright.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
I feel like that's the first time I really talked to Callow. Oh man, so many emails. To Ryder from Gil. Ryder, the bell tolls for thee. Meet me in the vortex on Nexus. I'll be the one shuffling the deck of doom. Oh right, he did mention he wanted to play some cards. To Ryder from Cora. Ryder, there's a report of Asari refugees on Eos. They made it. Might know about their art too. Let's talk when you're free, Cora. Okay. To Ryder from Benedict Geffen. Pathfinder team, the Nexus has approved a request for a multidisciplinary team to be posted on Havar, aka Habitat 3, to assist with the Garian effort there. Primary team Dr. Hawkins, Michael T, Xenological team leader, Zara Cassina, Farley, Bera, Cody, Holdren. Both Angarian Nexus teams have expressed interest in having the Pathfinder visit Hevral again and observe cross-culture efforts. Wasn't I just there? To Ryder from Gil. Your crew has started a regular poker game to try and prove their skill to beat me. I bet it was PB's idea. They've even roped poor Jal into it. Nice. So, I won't be needing a raise anytime soon. I believe there's going to be an infusion of funds coming my way. If I was one for emoticons, there'd be a big goofy smiley face right here. Gil. To Ryder from Liam. Heads up. First thing I did after AF figure out who to really talk to, because we all know the ones in charge. They're not on the ground. Jal has had some pointers, and I got some names for smaller Argian colonies. It'll be a while before they trust us, but it's all about exposure. Saw it all the time in crisis response, especially post-combat zones. Lokosul Verand. If you see any messages from her, it's just me reaching out. Costa. Liam has included a list of media themed to First Contact. Genres include hard science fiction and an Asari vid about first contact with humanity titled How They Must See Us. To writer from Amurd. It is I, Amurd. I wrote to you now from Amara's home. Oh nice, he found her. On the other side of Havaro. I am surrounded by her children and grandchildren, whom I would have never met, but who welcomed me as though they'd known me all their lives. I left my home only to find another one, though I wish I had done this years ago. I am grateful for the time I have left. This would not have happened without your help. It is beautiful here, Amurd. Well, I'm glad I encouraged him to go. To Ryder from Lexi. Ryder, as part of overseeing the crew's physical and mental welfare, I thought I'd send along following tips for a balanced diet. Given the large amount of exercise you partake in each day, it's important that your body receives the nutrients it needs. Carbohydrates 5 to 11 servings a day. Fruits and vegetables 4 to 5 servings a day. Protein 3 servings a day. Fats 1 or less a day. Lexi. Communications with Jal. To Ryder from Jal. Pathfinder Ryder of the Human Initiative. I've heard privately from Evra, the leader of our resistance. He's very impressed that we were able to help our scientists on Haval, and I've made sure that he knows that you played a key role. Maybe he's already said these things to you, but if I know Evra, he's probably hasn't. As for me, I've learned a lot about trust. Being on this team, letting myself be open to trusting you and others, I've learned that trust is more a feeling than a science. And it seems like it's a universal truth. Universal. Get it? I'll try to be even more trustful in the future. This assignment might change my life. Good night, Jal. Still a home even if it's not ours. To Ryder from Liam. Proud of Havarl. I mean, sure. Living there would be fun. That planet is one pterodactyl away from a Jurassic fun fair. But what we did for the Agara, we go a long way to making us good neighbors. We need that, especially with the scourge restricting the neighborhood. Security is training up on what the locals know about local fauna, outposts or not. Havarl helps. Costa. Liam has included media theme to community. Genres include century-old situation comedies and documentaries about research partnerships. Also a musical about a man-eating plant. I think I've read the rest of these. I believe so, yeah. Alright. Well, now we have even more things to do.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
What? Sheesh. Just mission after mission. I'll check out loadout later after I try some crafting.
You know, Costa, poker is its own kind of thrill.
Still not playing with you.
I'll play.
Really? Gambling doesn't seem like your style.
Why? Because I have more degrees than you have fingers.
Oh, shots fired.
All right, Doc. You're on.
Gil's getting along with everyone, I see. Let's see how our strike team's doing. So, November's waiting for debriefing. And he succeeds. Nice. I did this off stream. I hired another mercenary for strike team so that we can get more missions done all at once. So this is our new operative uniform. And this is his very first mission that I sent him out on. And it was a success. Awesome. So now that we have 2 members, we should be taking down these missions even faster. I wonder if I should save up for the breach charger. Actually, both of these are unlocked, I think. I don't know. I don't know how these work. All I know is they require a lot of mission funds, which we don't have a whole lot of. Guess I'll open our rewards. We got a research data loot box. Research data, nice. Bronze loot box, which had a pistol. Credits. More credits. And materials, and more materials. Cool. So, what next? We only have a couple bronze missions, so we'll do those. We're gonna send in the November squad for this, with a 90% chance of success. And the uniform squad will do this one. Should we mess with the research station now? What's this? Oh right, our pods. Yeah, we have a new pod that we can activate now. I guess we'll collect. So what should we get next? I think I was looking at the merchant ones. Additional mining nodes will be available. Forward stations are equipped with an array of probes, drills, sensors, so automatic systems can detect mineral resources even over distances. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Receive a drop of consumable supplies, organic, tech, hidden caches, more credits from Apex missions, regular intervals, improve prices, improve inventory. I think we want this one. We're gonna go for financial infrastructure. Economic planners lay the infrastructure for robust financial system that will benefit the outposts. Yes. And we'll collect. $500, not bad. Now let's sell all the junk we got, because we probably have tons of it. Holy cow, 9,200 credits. We're rich. And now, let's research, because we got loads of research points that need to be spent. Should we invest in armor or weapons? Speaking of armor, we collected a lot of pieces of armor. Is there any that specialize in biotics? Since that's basically my main form of combat. That's Ket stuff. It doesn't really say what it's good at, from what I can tell. We can make our assault rifle better. It's been pretty reliable with us so far. May as well. We can't get the next one. So what else should we invest in? Maybe a sniper rifle? That only has one shot in a clip? No thanks. How about this one? 4 shots. Two shots. Man, I don't know if I like sniper rifles. At least these ones. I don't want to be constantly reloading when I use a sniper rifle. Let's look at the armor. Since I don't know what any of these do, I guess I'll just pick one. Actually, can't we look at stats here? Yeah, this is what I should have been doing. So this is tech. This is all tech. This is combat, which I guess we kind of do. Power damage. Is that more of what we do? I think so. I don't think we can even research it though. Is power damage what we do? I don't know what it's called, what we do. Well, I gotta spend my points on something. So, let's just do it. Call it good. Why not? They're not gonna do any good just sitting here. That's it for that. What armor does this have? N7 armor. Oh, this has the biotics. That has health and shield. Let's try to do one in each. If we can. And then one more here. And sheesh, I have no idea. What the heck? Infinite ammo? That sounds crazy. All of these have infinite. Assault rifle, SMG, shotgun, sniper. Let's get an assault rifle. This one does 77, this one does... Okay. What armor do they have? Damage resistance, health regen, and shield regen. Dang. I guess I invested in this earlier. I forgot about that. So what can we actually make? Sheesh. Life support for a vehicle. Install a power cell that briefly generates a mass effect field around the Nomad to shield occupate as they are exiting the vehicle. Sure. Shield discharge. When the shields are entirely depleted, shield still shield charge generating a shockwave. Okay. I don't know why I'm upgrading this, but it sounds like a good idea because we may really need it one day. Top speed. Yeah, we need that. Life support, improved function of in extreme environments. Yes. Anything else? Boost? Sure. Now that we've done that, what weapons can we actually get? We can build a helmet. What's the difference? 11, 9, so that one up there is better. So it looks like it just gets worse as you go down. So the best stuff is at the top. So I should just invest in this. Augment it with some stuff. I guess combo damage? I seem to do that a lot. I guess that's it for now. I don't think I want any of these other weapons. I don't see the ones that I really want to craft on that list. I guess I'll have to go to the loadout to edit my equipment.
Again.
That's fine. Which one? I think I like this one. The clip size is slightly smaller. It's only for 2 more damage though. Maybe it's not worth it. I guess that's fine. Tech power. So when it says power, it must be for all powers. So that should be pretty good then. That's all I've got for that one. Combat. That does nothing. Headshots and weak points do more damage. Nah, I'm good with that. Tech power, max shield, tech power, max shield. So which one do I want the look of more? They pretty much look the same. They are the same, actually. Can I augment this one? Do I have anything I can put there? Yeah. I don't want negatives. That sounds dumb. Incendiary ammo, disruptor ammo. I think I want disruptor. Even though I've not messed with that stuff at all. I guess we'll look at our squad now. Make sure everyone's leveled up. How do we level up from here? Is it circle? No. Maybe you can't level them up from here. I thought you could. Anyway, I'm fine with these two for now. I guess we do it through here. Yeah. So, Cora, what do you got? Gonna make you... Oh, you can't get these, that's right. Reinforced shields of nearby allies provide a large initial boost followed by several seconds of ongoing shield regeneration. Yeah, definitely want that. Confirmed. Vetra. You can't get that, can you? No. May as well get you at least level 1 of that, so you can start using it. And then I think I want to focus on concussive shot. That's all you can get for now. Drac. Let's get you flak cannon, level 1. Can't get the last one on. Nope. Incinerate or flak cannon? Incinerate does armor damage, so I think I want that. Projectile affects all enemies in a 2m radius. 2 meter, I guess. I mainly want it to be anti-armor, so I think I'll go for damage over radius. That's good. Okay, you're fine. PB. I think I already checked PB, but let's see. She has 1 point, so you're good. Liam has a ton of points. So let's improve his frag grenade with that. Let's give him overload, because that's a cool ability. That should be fine.
Done. Thank you, Subi.
Someday I'll find out why you're always strapped for credits.
Okay. Let's talk to Gil.
Hey, Ryder. What's the story?
Out with it already. What's the deal with you and Callow? Anything I should be concerned about?
Twist my arm, why don't you? It's contrasting styles more than anything. He's a blueprint guy. I'm gears and guts. Got ink on his digits, not grease up to his elbows. If you didn't have me to balance him out, you might be in trouble. Heck, maybe that goes both ways.
Guess that's it.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
And Lexi.
Need something?
Nope.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
And Liam? Or not? There.
Pathfinder. Hey, I was wondering, could you put your stamp on a project? It's for me and Jarl to work on. Call it diplomacy if you have to put it in a budget bucket. Greenlight that research and it's all good.
What's your read on the people we're working with?
The squad and crew? They're all fine.
You must have opinions.
Your opinion's more important. What do you think of your people?
Everyone has the training, but this job is all new every day.
That's probably what the Nexus is counting on. That our skills fit together to make it work. Up to us to figure it out. That's why this is our ship. So we own it. Want to make it work.
That's true.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
I'm surprised there wasn't a social option to figure out what the heck he's talking about. Build Liam's research project. I wish I knew about this before I spent like everything, all my points. Where is his research project? No idea. They don't really make it obvious. Maybe it's in development. Oh, there it is. Liam's armor requisition. This project requisitions armor for what Liam is calling a diplomatic effort. He wasn't specific. Well, it doesn't cost that much, so let's do it. Alright, what was that for? Oh, he's gone. Well, we'll find him again. Aren't we supposed to have a meeting up here?
Prepping VidCon communications.
Okay. Let's do the meeting then. Call Afra on Aya to discuss Moshea's whereabouts. Okay.
Commander?
Pathfinder, Joel's been keeping me updated on your adventures, your good deeds on our behalf.
I meant them. I want you to know you can trust me.
You went out of your way to free that science team. A selfless act. But your true agenda is clear. To explore Aya's vault. Joel says you want to help find the Moshai. Why should I let you?
I'd like this to be the beginning of a strong relationship.
Keep your promises and little by little our bond might grow. We've managed to trace the Moshai to a special Kent facility on Vold.
Why special?
These facilities are protected by a dynamic shield tech we haven't been able to crack. We're close, but its ability to adapt outstrips the speed of our current processors.
Pathfinder, adding my processor to that program would no doubt make the difference.
Ephra, I can help. Respectfully, this time you need my help.
Respectfully, the Angara don't need anything from you. We take care of our own.
With the processing power of my AI, I can guarantee the shield breach.
AI? Of course, that makes sense.
He's physically connected to me, and so I need to... well, I want to go.
It was risky to be honest about your AI, and honesty makes you different from the Ket.
I hope so.
You're welcome on the mission.
Thank you.
A team will meet you at our base on Vold. They'll take you to the Ket facility. Stay strong and clear. Goodbye.
I have a feeling my openness about my AI
Wanted to see you.
may get me in trouble in the future, but I feel like that's what my happy-go-lucky writer character would do. So I'm just gonna go with it for now.
Did you hear the news from Eos? Asari refugees showed up at the outpost. Only a few, but that's better than none. Bradley says there's an officer in charge, Hidaria. She could know where the Ark is.
We'll head to Eos and see what she knows.
Good. Rumor says Sarissa Theris was on the Asari Ark. Exactly who we need.
Who's she?
Probably the best commando strategist alive. Her biotic shields saved hundreds at the Battle of Kirkus. Apparently, Sarissa's acting as bodyguard to the Asari Pathfinder. She's probably got a plan out of this mess already.
Well, someone's a fan.
No, I just like... Look, we need someone with her experience. That's
You're
all.
a fan.
I'll take someone with that much experience. Another reason to find the Ark.
When you're ready to look, we can catch Hidaria at Prodromos. Wouldn't mind tagging along.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. When we go to Eos, bring Cora along. Maybe she'll get an autograph. Is that a new creature in there? What are you doing in here, Cora? This is disturbing.
So, you've gained Ephra's trust. No easy feat.
I still don't think he likes me.
That's just his way. You should be more worried about the Rokar.
Ephra made it seem like you had experience with them.
I know their leader, Aksul. We studied together under the Moshai. But unlike me, he was a good student. The best, actually.
Then he knows about Remnant?
He did. It's a long story.
Give me the short version.
Aksul was captured by the Ket. He spent a year in a forced labor camp before he managed to escape.
That's why he hates aliens.
Yes, he suffered greatly. When Aksul returned, he no longer cared about the Remnant, or anything, except destroying the Ket.
Why not join the Resistance?
Aksul's not the type to follow orders. And I think he was bitter we weren't able to rescue him.
So he formed the Rokar.
We didn't give them much thought. But since your people arrived, his cause has grown.
I convinced Ephra I'm not a threat. Maybe I can do the same with Aksul.
I admire your courage. But Aksul's dangerous, and he lacks Ephra's pragmatism. He'll make you want to kill him.
I have to try.
If Helios is to be your home, I guess you'll have to deal with the Rokar one way or another. There's a recluse on Havarul who escaped with Aksul from the Ket. Her name is Thordir. She might know how to contact him. I'll send you the nav point.
So many quests. We just start piling them on.
Is there something else?
A few more questions, if that's okay.
Well, we won't know till we try.
I want to learn more about your species.
What would you like to know?
You studied with Moshae Sepha. Is she a teacher or a religious figure?
She's many things. She's a clear thinker with deep knowledge and insight. She teaches and inspires. She's beloved. I love her.
Really? So one of those professor-student things?
No, not that way. Moshae Sepha is 115 of your years old.
Well, I don't know what that means as far as your species. Like, how old are you?
How long have you had electromagnetic capabilities? How did they evolve?
No idea. Biology doesn't interest me, but I'm sure you can easily read up on it.
That's disappointing. No biology at all?
How do your eyeballs work?
Okay, I get your point. Maybe I can find an Angara doctor to ask about your... whatever.
Although, I used to know some facts, like the origins of our vestigial organs.
Oh yeah, humans have a coccyx, a vestigial tail, and I have webbed toes, just a couple, but Sarah doesn't. And she had wisdom teeth, but I didn't. Now you.
No idea.
Web toes. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm playing Ryder how he should be played. He's such a dork.
The Angara seem so open and free with their feelings.
Are we? We're certainly not ashamed of our feelings. We're taught that feelings and beliefs should live on the outside, where they can be dealt with, honestly and openly.
Don't people get hurt?
Of course. Then everyone deals with it. That's the point.
How many colonies do you have? On what planets?
Since the Scourge, we've managed to survive on a small number of planets. What we know from before the Scourge is mostly oral history. We did have spaceflight, and the stories tell of 5 original colonies.
Is there a central Angaran religion?
There are many variations. An almanac could give you an accurate number. But if you are a believer, the essential tenet is, after we die, we are reincarnated. We evolve to make our families strong. Born from what was before. Blessed to be better than before.
Are you a believer?
No. Yes. Sometimes. I don't know if it's the same for humans. Sahuna, my true mother, is a firm believer.
Well, enough about that. Can you tell me more about the Ket occupation?
It's a difficult subject. I'll answer what I can. I may get emotional.
What's living under the Ket been like for you?
Do you really want to hear about these things? They're painful.
I asked, didn't I?
It's like living on unstable ground. Every day brings more horrible news. I part company with someone not knowing if I'll ever see them again. When I was a boy, my father vanished from my life. One horrible day.
Was he in the Resistance?
No. He was a technician at a mine. He went to work and didn't come home. That happens for an Angara child somewhere, every single day.
When the Ket came, why didn't you fight?
They didn't give us a reason to. Until they did. Then it was too late. Perhaps you think we were weak. But the Ket are ruthless. They are masters at knowing exactly when and how to strike.
I get that, believe me. Have the Ket always been here?
No. Some, like the Moshai, are old enough to remember the time before the Ket. But I don't. Nor do my mothers.
And the Archon came with them?
We think so. Resistance intel on that is unclear, and few have seen him in person.
And lived to tell?
And lived to tell.
Alright, that's enough emotional talk for you, Joel.
Well, enough about that. I'll see you later, Joel.
Stay strong and clear.
I guess I should talk to Cora again because she went straight into the mission conversation just to see if she has anything extra to talk about.
Ryder?
Well, now we know about the Asari Arc.
How's the search for the Asari Arc going?
Won't know until we talk to those Asari on Eos. Any chance of swinging by?
War stories?
Any more Commando war stories?
Tethys was our sniper. She was old. Matriarch old. Maybe more. Didn't show. Once saw her hit an Elcor in the eye from 2 clicks away.
That's...
Poor
a
Elcor.
little scary.
She was. Always seemed to be hiding something. But she kept us safe.
Any more Commando war stories?
Not just now. I'll try to remember a good one.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
What did the Elcor do to deserve a bullet in the eye?
Yep.
What's up,
No,
PB?
sorry, biotics are a few 100,000 years ahead.
Humans are catching up.
Humans back home, maybe. You skipped class for 600 years. Aya is a wonder, Ryder, and the Angara are so interesting. I hope we make it back. I want to delve and explore and who knows what else.
We'll be back. We need the Moshai if we're to get into their vault.
Oh, I'm definitely sticking around long enough for that.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
That one in here. Liam's probably in his room after I bought him that project he wanted.
Liam, I signed off on that
What
project.
the heck?
That's great, Pathfinder. Jala Maldara.
What the heck?
Costa? Ryder?
What in the world?
We don't technically have uniforms, but this is a little casual.
Just convenience, swapping armor. You ready to go?
Go.
Right. The pattern on your pauldron?
Family honorific.
Can I wear the poncho?
It's a Rofshin. And no.
Why? Is it religious?
What?
It's personal. You're not allowed.
Because of status or species?
This scene is so awkward.
Maybe it's both.
Do all humans look alike?
Some of you sound alike.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Where's this going?
I thought this was about armor. Are you deliberately trying to offend Jal?
Of course he is.
That's the point. Asking stuff diplomats leave out. Armor for answers.
My turn was earlier. Nexus info packets leave a lot out. I am sorry. Was this not sanctioned?
You weaseling Adi.
Nevertheless. Ryder?
Oh my gosh, he doesn't even have any pants on.
I hope you know what you're doing. I don't need the Nexus breathing down my neck.
Relax. Jar won't complain to HR or whatever Tan thinks we report to. We were joking around and realized we didn't know how to insult each other. Or how not to. Some things are so ingrained they're invisible. We didn't even know the warning signs, so we got it over with. Now we won't do it accidentally. Like when we're trying to negotiate an outpost. Enough of his people want to shoot us now.
I don't even know. This is just weird.
Okay, I kind of get the intent. No harm, no foul.
If Jar was offended, I'd be on the floor. I'll take that kind of honest any day. We have a lot to learn. That's part of what our team is for. Better now than when people's lives are on the line.
Oh my gosh. I was not expecting that.
Pathfinder. Sorry, distracted. Feels like things should be on hold until the Moshai business is squared away. It's the neighborly thing to do. And we need good neighbors.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Wonder where Vetra is. She's probably with Drac. Maybe where they were last time.
You know, there was a time when Sid was afraid of space. We were traveling a lot, and one day she just woke up and realized there was nothing outside the shuttle walls. Happened more than once. She'd panic. I'd hold her, for as long as it took. She doesn't even remember now. It was only for a month or two.
Funny, huh? The things they don't remember.
And you feel like it's up to you to hold on to it, or else it's just gone.
And there's just something there that you know you're missing.
Drac?
Just hold on to it.
I always have time for you.
Well, apparently we don't have much to talk about.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Dead is a nice little piece of paradise the Angara have. Wouldn't mind seeing it again.
I wouldn't mind either. Maybe we can have something like that too someday.
We rescue that Moshai of theirs. Maybe they'll give us some tips.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Shoot stuff and don't die. Always works for me.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Shoot stuff and don't die. Agara word of the day. Tavum. Tavum, a pleasant intoxicant stirred into hot water or fruit juice. Say tavum. Tavun? What's it made from? Is it sweet or more like a beer? Vetra. What happens if you mix it with booze? Does it get better or do they cancel each other out? Drac. We need to do some scientific tests. Maybe with little umbrellas. PB. Nice. I'd be down for it. Wow, my armor looks so weird now. I need to invest in a better chest piece, I think. Once I have a ton of materials again. So I think we've talked to everyone now. So now it's back to the galaxy screen. And figure out which crazy side mission we feel like doing. Since we have like millions to do. Oh, wasn't there stuff that we can do here now? Even though we were just here, didn't they like say there's more stuff to do? Yeah, that's fine.
Entering atmosphere. LZ in sight.
It's weird that we always start with our helmet off. I think it's weird anyway. Yep, there's stuff to do all over again. Let's just go to the outpost. Hey, they repaired the bridge. That's nice. Actually, this place looks a whole lot different. How long have we been away?
Sabal would have lasted another cycle. 2 at most.
Were the projections so dire?
I could believe it. We came so close to losing everything.
The numbers confirm. Need something? Things are getting better. We did it.
Our people aren't causing you any trouble, are they?
Not at all. They've been a big help, and Dr. McIntyre has been sharing wonderful stories about your galaxy. It's good to know that not all aliens are like the Ket.
I should get going.
Stars be bright for you, Pathfinder Rider.
Good to see you again, Pathfinder.
We can speak more later.
I'll be here.
Oh, I can do research right from here.
Pavoa, Pathfinder, always good to see you.
The jungle is watching me. I woke up with vines crawling across my face.
Yuck.
Oh, what do you want this time?
You're still in a bad mood?
I won't bother you further.
Very well. Watch out for plants while you're out there. Vicious things.
I thought he'd ease up by now.